Should I try with my old school German?
Oh, please don't.
Okay.
Hi, es ist Alex von Eurogamer und ich spreche hier mit Hakan Abrak, CEO von Interactive und Game Director für 007 First Light. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you so much for this.
Okay, no worries, we're happy to. So, like historically, like the casting of a new James Bond has been like a major pop cultural issue.
Right.
And how did you feel this responsibility as well? Or?
Yeah, I think maybe it's a bit different to a certain extent than the movies, but still there's a lot of always a lot of noise around a new Bond, right? Yeah. And just the fact that we got to do an original Bond, I think, has been extremely exciting for us because normally throughout the games in the franchise, there's normally been a gamification of a movie story, or it's maybe been about how many detailed pixels can I do about Pierce Brosnan kind of thing, right? So for me, for us, being entrusted by our partners to not only do an original Bond, but an alternative becoming story, original story, it's been very, very exciting. Also, a lot of responsibility to live up to, because you're right, there is everybody has an opinion about this Bond or that Bond. That's my Bond, that's not my Bond.
They have opinions about this one already.
So yeah, I'm sure they have. We did the reveal, and I think there's positive feedback from our trailer, and we obviously hope from the demo that people are gonna get more insights into gameplay and be happy about that. But there's many comments like, why does he have a scar? And then on the forums it's like, yeah, he has a scar because they chose to be true to the Ian Fleming writings, because he has the original character has a scar there and stuff like that. So it just is a testament to how important of an IP and how impactful IP has been for so many years.
Okay, yeah. So what's your Bond like?
Our Bond is witty. Our Bond is optimist. He's young, obviously, and our Bond's journey is also, he's not like 00 from day one, right? He's the thing is that he's going to go through all these things to become a 00 agent. Those things he carries with him, and his ethos of justice as a North Star, I mean, those things are going to be coming to a test, right? Like all that's going to be, he's maybe not naive, but he's maybe aspirational idea of the world once he gets faced with the darker espionage and the harsher world. Obviously, that's going to be a part of his evolvement and his development as well. And that's a big part of the journey.
Yeah. So I read some comments on internet forums, which is like the most important thing, like reading the comments. You should try it once. No.
I'm not reading any comments.
Okay. Because some people were complaining, those who were complaining that he looks too much of a pretty boy.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Again, I think there are many different opinions about that. I think he is a young, good-looking guy, and I think it's having a big scar is maybe not what you expect from a boy band singer. So that's maybe also a thing to make him a bit more tough. But I think one of the things that you also associate with Bond is his looks, maybe, but more even his charm and his wits. I mean, his way of having a drawing in energy, and I think when people gonna play this with the humor and everything, I hope people not only gonna look at his good looks maybe, but also gonna feel his personality is provocative and drawing personality.
I think he has like kind of a classic look, like classic English gentleman. Somehow I can see him looking very much more rugged in the future if you continue on with the series.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about games is also that over time, also in the story, he will look a bit different from the start, and he will evolve and look different as we go along in the story. So, and that's some of the freedoms you have and the capabilities you have in making games, right?
So I noticed from the gameplay demo that there's a lot of fluency to the way you switch between modes from stealth, sneaking, and going into cover shooting. than all-out action running across a field, like blowing something up and then grabbing somebody, throwing them down, and going hand-to-hand combat. That's so fluent, and it's not because I love the Hitman games, and don't get me wrong. The fluency was not something like Hitman number 47 was like known for. So how did you adjust as a studio to this kind of gameplay demand?
I mean, we've been at it for quite a while, developing Bond. Bond is, First Light is by far our most ambitious project to date in our 25 plus years of existence. We have a pedigree of doing our own engine, this was very clear from the get-go when we were drawing the pillars, the main pillars of the game, that there are certain areas where we would have to go in and fundamentally change our system to deliver what we would expect from ourselves when delivering this Bond experience, right? So one of the pillars where we improved, not fundamentally changed, but improved and made it even better, is a pillar that we are very, very known for. And if you're acquainted with the Hitman games, it's the globe-trotting fantasy, like going to all these different exotic locations and maybe going to some places, VIP places where mere mortals like you and me maybe don't always get access to. So that part, we knew we had part of our nucleus and our skill set. So we doubled down on that and delivering that experience in First Light as well. Hitman is almost like, not that we are judging our players, but it's almost like if you go in full combat, that you
played it wrong.
You maybe have screwed a bit up and whatnot, right? So that has never been the strong part of the game.
You didn't have to have it.
So, but here we knew that this was like going for the other pillars with dynamic, seamless action, and wanted to really create something top-notch in our industry. So we went in, fundamentally changed the core systems of animation, our core mechanics for aiming systems, and also for close combat. So if you think about the close combat, and Hitman is interlock animation, so when you enter, like it's buttons and whatnot. Where here it's completely free-form, where you can engage with several and then take somebody, throw somebody into somebody else,
or fall down on him, with him,
walk over, keep somebody here in the face, take the gun and right away shoot a few, then take another one, grab and fall down with him. And what you haven't seen in the demo is when you get up, somebody else can take you and throw you off the ledge, fall down on the ledge. So I think we've created something that is not only a one-up for IO Interactive, but I think we've created something that's gonna potentially be very impressive in the industry.
So this like 007's like his talent for improvisation in like tense situations, something that probably led to this gameplay decision, right? That you want,
Improvisation is extremely important for this franchise compared to Hitman. Or Hitman is more premedicated planning. So AC-47 walks and observes everything and understands to the second that this person goes there, and then with the right planning executes perfectly to get to the target. Bond is different. Bond, we talked about his charm, his personality, his drawing energy. Bond will move into a room and then he will just fill up that room. Everybody like notices him somehow, right? And then from there he's like improvising. He's like impulsive. He's like, just goes by you, checks the cloth, and then goes and acts like a waiter. It's much more front-footed, much more on the move. And that energy we want to put into the combat as well. The fluidness, the in and out, but also with a certain character, with a certain intimacy. And I hope you like what you saw, and we went all in for that.
Do you know what reminded me of the combat, the switching between stealth and combat was a bit reminiscent of The Last of Us. Was that something you took a look at, maybe?
Well, I think actually what we wanted to do when we were obviously looking at many different games, what we wanted to do is adventure. And I hope also you have you understand sense of that in there as well, like the fantastic. The exalted reality, the fantastic set pieces and action pieces and whatnot. The goal is also leaving you a bit breathless at times, right? So So adventure is certainly a thing where you feel like you're almost like, you could say Uncharted or Indiana Jones, or this, like, because Bond is exalted reality. Bond has some amazing things where he's actually not only by shooting, but the things that happens is like, okay, this is a wild ride, or a wild adventure ride, and that was really important for us to do. And you being acquainted with Hitman, another thing we really emphasized a lot to make it true to this and really nail the feeling of a complete Bond experience is the whole structure of the game is one that reads. So because we also are interactive, because we also know how to do these social spaces where several different ways of getting to the second floor, or getting by these obstacles. We have those parts as well. So there's parts in the game where structurally the game will like open up and they give you like more freedom to figure out how to get there, and and then there's times where like breathe in again and have a curated, intimate set piece experience. So this is a game structure that breeds, and hopefully people like.
So like set piece is a good Stichwort, as we say in German.
Genau.
Like, see, you probably remember from school.
Yes.
So with 25 films of the Bond series out there, how do you make something that, like set pieces that capture the essence without being derivative of something we've seen before? What's that? Is that not like, don't the level designers or the cinematic designers, don't they just like sit at night, wake up at night, oh crap, I think I've seen that in this, and go to like a video store and get a movie and check if they did something?
Well, I think there's so many set pieces, action pieces for so many different games, movies out there as well. I think there are many different situations that don't necessarily haven't necessarily been exhausted in the game. And some of the things I don't actually think that has been in any movie. Some of the things you've seen there.
The plane.
Yeah, for example, with the plane there. Right? So, cool. I mean, we are trying to be original. We're trying to be putting our fingertips, like as I said before, for us, like it's a huge honor to be entrusted with doing something original, and this is our first only licensed game. We have only created original IPs from ground up, original worlds and characters, so it's been extremely important for us to have a part of ourselves, our fingertips into this game as well. So we're just trying to be respectful and really nail the nucleus of the complete Bond fantasy, but hopefully people playing this will also feel like this is also my own.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. But between you and machine games like knocking Indiana Jones out of the park, I think like licensed games are in good hands right now. So,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Danke.
You too.